Really excited to be here. It's awesome to actually have sold out this theater. For those of you who were here last year, you remember the audience was maybe about half this size. So it's really exciting to see a big, full room. So thank you all for being here tonight. My name is Kirami Flitter, and I'm standing here with my colleague Megan McClure. We have been working tirelessly over the last few months to make this event possible. With the help of our Film Fest partner in crime, Ashley Gruber, who is lurking in the shadows somewhere. Over here. I think I see her. She's hiding. Many of you are familiar with us already, but for those of you who are not, I just want to take a moment to give a little bit of information about how this festival came to be. The 45th Parallel Film Festival is organized by Capital Community Television, Salem's Community Access Media Center. We've been in the community for 30 years, carrying out CCTV's mission to empower people to communicate and provide community information through television. We launched this film festival last year as a way to honor and celebrate community media. In fact, tomorrow marks the 4th annual Community Media Day, which is celebrated nationwide by centers like ours across the nation. It's been really exciting to watch this festival grow bigger every year. This is our second year. It's grown substantially over the last year, and that's really exciting. We've seen returning filmmakers and new ones, and an incredibly wide range of creative cinematic wonder.
Before we dive in, we want to take a moment to thank our esteemed judges who gave a substantial amount of their time to help make this event a success. There are a couple folks in the audience today wearing blue lanyards. If you see them, say thank you for acting as our adjudicating panel for this film festival. And they definitely deserve a round of applause too, so let's give it up to them.
Okay, so what's going to happen here tonight? We will be announcing winners from 12 festival categories, ending with 2 awards tied specifically to community media. When we announce the awards, we ask the award winner to come up to collect your bright, shiny award. You're also encouraged to say a few words about your submission. In order to keep things kind of moving along, I'd like to keep speeches to about a minute or less, kind of the opposite of what we're doing right now. Once winners find their seats, we will play a few minutes of their submission. After all the awards have found their new homes, we will wrap things up and gather in the lobby for a few more red carpet photo ops.
Speaking of photo ops, we hope that you take lots of pictures tonight and post them on social media. If you do, make sure to tag CCTV Salem in those and use the hashtag 45th Parallel Film Fest. So we can all see your pictures too. We'll be posting Ashley's pro pics, she's around taking pictures somewhere, to Salem's Facebook page in the next couple of days, so keep an eye out for those too, because she usually makes you look really good. Okay, that's enough about social media. I don't know if I said CCTV's Facebook page is called CCTV Salem. All right, let's get started with our first category. Okay, so our first category of the night is public service announcements, and I think it's going to come up there. For the purpose of this film festival, we defined PSAs as videos less than 3 minutes in length that promote a community event, organization, or service, or present a particular social message. Don't worry, I'll get in the groove here. Studies have shown that if you make a person laugh, they're less likely to disagree with you. So it makes sense that PSAs tend to be funnier. That's definitely the case with this PSA. Funny bones were definitely tickled, is what I was trying to say. And we know that this one is making the world just a little bit safer, too. So the winner of this year's PSA category is Touch and Go, Youth Work Safety by Dean Holman. So, Dean, if you want to come down, we'll give you an award.
Don't be shy. Congratulations.
This is pretty sweet. I would like to thank Willamette University for letting us film at their lab facilities for when executing this film. Are we going to be showing it? Okay. Yeah. This is based on a real experience from my personal work incident when working at McDonald's, and let's just say it left me with a scar or two, and I thought it had to be told for the screen. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoy, and I'm very honored to receive some recognition for my work. Thank you.
Hey there, you must be our new hazardous waste specialist. Welcome to the team. Come on, let me take you to the lab. We can get started. All right, here we are. So this is James. You two will be working a lot together. James has been here a long time. He knows what to do. So good luck.
All right, long story short, we gotta dump all of this out.
Those are toxic, right?
Yes, sir.
So we don't need any gloves or eye protection.
I mean, technically, but trust me, you don't want to use it. All the safety gear back there is old and smelly. Don't be a wuss, bro. Just do your job and help me pour this out. Don't fall under pressure to work in a harmful work environment.
I don't know about that. That doesn't sound safe. I'm just gonna wait and see what the boss says.
Speak up. Work safe.
That was awesome. As you can see, next up we have non-English. This category features content produced in any other language other than English, including American Sign Language. The exact number of languages spoken in the world has always been surrounded by uncertainty, but many sources say there are roughly 7,000 languages spoken in the world today. Just a small handful of these languages account for more than half the world's population. The language spoken in the winning submission is the dominant language in the Western Hemisphere, with over 329 million native speakers. And the winner is 8 sharp, Malin Salazar.
Well, it's right. So I would like to thank CCTV for this opportunity, my friends and family, and my main actress who skinned her knees while filming this. It's a story about like something that happens to me all the time. My dog runs away, so thank you.
¿Fuimos a jugar a con bigotes?
¿Y yo qué?
¿Estabas en México?
Siempre hacen eso, siempre cuando me voy a algún lado ustedes visitan otros lugares y no me esperan.
¿Qué pasa?
Espera, ya. ¿Cómo estás, hija?
extraño a Barry o nada.
No tienes que ser tan grosera, escuinklita.
Perdón, ma, es que lo extraño bien mucho. ¿Qué tal si algo malo le pasó? ¿Qué tal si un halcón se lo llevó? ¿O si un carro lo atropelló?
Ay, hija, estoy seguro de que Barry tarde o temprano aparecerá.
¿Por qué no podemos ir a buscarlo? ¿Que no digamos que está haciendo todo lo posible?
¿Sabes que ayer lo estuvimos buscando todo el día por las calles? Barry es un chico inteligente y va a regresar tarde o temprano. Él no puede estar ni un día sin su juguete viejo.
Sí, pero no puedo estar actuando normal sabiendo que está allá afuera. ¿Y si alguien lo encontró y no lo quiere devolver?
¿Nadie va a querer tu perro flaco? Nada te hará sentir mejor, ¿verdad? Te diré una cosa. Si prometes llegar a las 8 en punto, puedes ir a buscar a Barry por todo el vecindario.
Sí, te lo prometo. Lo encontraré y estaré aquí antes de las 8.
All right, so animation. This is our first year accepting entries in animation and stop motion category. But we're really excited for next year because of the quality of this year's winning submission. This video was created by a student team just up the road in Portland and is actually up for awards in a couple other film festivals around the country. So the winner for the animation category is Godspeed by Sunny Yan Chen. And I don't think Sunny is here with us today. Is that, where's Soha, who would know? No, okay. Okay, so we do have something to read on his behalf. So this is what Sunny had to say about Godspeed. Through Godspeed, I want to bring the audience close to the internal thoughts of the main characters, Emma, the mother, and Wayne, the son. The motivation for me to create Godspeed is to show the kind of love that is less direct and less obvious. Whenever we feel frustrated towards our family because of the lack of expressive love, we must reevaluate ourselves and learn to care about love that is more than superficial. Love exists in all kinds of ways. And with that, we'll watch it.
All right, you guys, I just want to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors this year, Print Specialties. The folks at Print Specialties helped us create the fanciest, shiniest awards that we've ever seen, along with some really cool swag. Hopefully everybody got a swag bag on their way in. We know that everyone can't walk away a winner today, but with these trophy-shaped stress relievers, you'll all certainly feel like a winner. Sorry. I'm really going to try not to do that kind of stuff, you guys. Let's give a hand quick to Print Specialties for helping to make today extra special. Also, if you see folks wearing red lanyards this evening, please thank them for their sponsorship and support of this event. So we're going to move on to TV series. This category features episodic content, including projects created for broadcast television or streaming. Judges viewed excerpts from several different episodes in order to get a feel for the show as a whole. The winner in this category is educational, entertaining, and informational. It's edutain-informational. Yeah. That one's on Megan. She made me say that right after I told you guys I wasn't going to do that. This series steals the spotlight and shines it all over Salem. The winner is Spotlight on Salem, Mike Kemper and Lance Graber.
I just want to say thank you. Working at CCTV has been fantastic, and everybody there has been so supportive. Couldn't do it without my director, Lance Graber here. Also, Charles Lewis, Luis Mendoza, and our wonderful audio engineer, Philip D. Robertus, DJ42. You want to say anything?
Well, I just want to say thanks to Mike for having me direct. We've known each other for over 40 years now, and it's been a great friendship, and I hope we can do more shows. And I want to thank CCTV for having us do this and help us. There's a ton of talent that you're talented, Mike, and the people at CCTV are super talented that help us. And so I just want to say how much we appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, welcome, bienvenidos, greetings and salutations. Once again, Spotlight on Salem takes to the airwaves. And I hope that you're enjoying this quality programming on a giant plasma screen TV in full 1080p, high definition, so that you can see all my physical imperfections clearly. Well, it's better than watching it on an old black and white Philco TV where the channel selector was broken off because you and your sister were arguing over which program to watch, and you're violently changing the channel back and forth till the knob comes off. And now your dad's yelling at you and getting you to change the channel with a pair of needle-nose pliers, and you're praying to God you don't get electrocuted. Well, hopefully it's not like that for you. Anyway, my name is Mike Kemper. Welcome to Spotlight on Salem. If you wish to contact us, please send us an email to spotlightonsalem@yahoo.com. That is, unless, of course, you're going to say something disparaging or in any other way trash the show, at which point I would kindly direct you to my website, www.com. So good luck with that. Anyway, we're glad to be back. I'm so excited. In the studio with me is Songs for Alice. Thank you guys for being here tonight.
Hey, yeah.
say so.
All right, music. Last year when I announced this category, I let out with a really terrible joke that was immediately shut down by a member of the audience. And Kat Wallace, I see you're here again this year, so we're gonna skip the jokes and get straight to business. If you're interested in hearing any dad jokes about music later, hit me up, because I've got some good ones. So this category was created for any videos featuring concerts, live music performances, or music videos. This is always a fun category because not only are you getting the visual presentation of the actual video, there's usually some pretty fetch music to accompany it. And that is happening. It's happening. That's for sure the case with this winning submission, which features a local band on a mission to save their name and reputation. And the winner is City of Pieces, Burner by Dean Holman. Again.
As you can see, I'm quite a diverse creator. I want to thank everyone that was involved in this one. There was quite a few, as well as the band itself, City of Pieces. It was quite an honor to work with them, one being my mom, so shout out to her. Yeah, it was a really fun project to do, along with everybody, like I said, that was involved, stunts included, as you will see in a second, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
I didn't stop to confide in you. I didn't write you a poem. I didn't stop at the edge of your reality. Leave well enough alone. No need to throw in the towel tonight. Forget about the don't you know. Forget about the don't you know. Forget about the don't you know. To hear the crackling leaves snapping under my shoes, I only wish to hear the crackling in stereo under your shoes. Hey, look out! You're looking kinda out of your head. No, I think I might be missing the point. Yeah, the point of all of this is stick to my shoes. The point of all of this is stick to my shoes. Confide in you. I didn't write you a poem. I didn't stop at the edge of your reality. Leave well enough alone. No need to throw in the towel tonight.
All right, and now we have the recreation category. According to Wikipedia, the need to do something for recreation is an essential element of human biology and psychology. Leisure and recreation are two extremely important aspects of life because they provide an opportunity to refresh your mind, discover and develop your talents, and to make friends. The entries in this year's recreation category all emphasize the importance of getting outside, discovering and developing hobbies, and making deeper connections in life. The winning submission highlights the use of music and dance as a way to express yourself and celebrate heritage and tradition. And the winner is Titlakawan, John Graham. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. I really didn't have anything planned, but I just want to thank my family for putting up with me for the long nights that I've dealt editing. It's really funny watching your own film. It seems like, at least for me, I'm the worst person because there are parts that when I still see it, that I quite don't approve. Hopefully you won't notice it. But the whole premise of this is that thank you so much for you guys coming out. And it's quite amazing and quite exciting to have videos that we've created here in a community and to be judged by local peers, members of the community. And it's quite exciting and yet a little bit frustrating because you're worried about the whole time if your movie is good enough or if your segment is good enough for it to be reviewed. But I will say that thank you so much for coming, and I'm already working on my 2020 project, so I will see you next year, 45th Film Parallel Film Fest, whatever, in 2020. Thank you. In a beautiful August day in the Willamette Valley, while kids and parents alike are playing in the park, kayakers and boaters are enjoying the Willamette River, and also walkers are enjoying the day, there is a small few of dedicated individuals that I have the great privilege to meet. They are Titlakawan, and they are interpretive dancers of Native American history. Each individual has its own story, its own sacrifices, and its own ideologies. And this is their stories. Danza, it is called, recreates thousands of years of Aztec history here in the Willamette Valley. A mixture of cultural and artistic spirit can be seen and can be flown with every drum beat, every move, every dance, and every sound that they make. And I've been quite privileged to be allowed access to this group and listen to their stories and be part of their ritual and what they do.
So a college friend of mine went to Mexico and he learned 4 dances, and he brought him back and started a group at Oregon State. And I met him there, but I wasn't interested in learning how to dance. I was more interested in women, college women, because I was a college student. And then I met up with him in Salem, Oregon. He was doing a presentation at the library, at the Salem Library, and he invited me to come out just to visit with him and watch his group, his Aztec group here in Salem. And when I went to sit down to watch his presentation, the drum really got to me. Like it made my body vibrate, and I'm not exaggerating, my legs started shaking. I was like, this is weird. So he invited me to a practice, and after that practice, I haven't stopped for the last 21 years. So the Aztec dance is for me, it's a way of life. And it's very similar to people who adopt spiritual belief systems, disciplines like martial arts, possibly Eastern traditions like yoga, meditation, Buddhist traditions. So Danza Azteca is very similar to those traditions. It has a lot of depth to it. Now you can, each person who participates can dig further and further in depth into the Danza Azteca. Some people just they enjoy just the community coming in, learning how to dance, and that's kind of like the extent of their interest. They don't want any more than that. But in my group, I demand that they learn and they get a profound sense of understanding for themselves what it is about. Because if they don't, then it's just one more neat activity that people pick up along the way. But it's not. It's actually a way of life. And and I've met a lot of people in this tradition who were born in this tradition, and they die in this tradition. I'm estimating around minimum 15 years. 15 years. We're usually in this space during the summer, and when somebody's using it, then we go up to the gazebo over there by the other side of the park. And we practice in several places around this park, but this is the main site. And I've been hosting practice here minimum 15 years.
Okay, it's time for another sponsor shout out. We're going to take a quick break from the awards and take a moment to direct your attention to one of this year's sponsors that I am going to say correctly. It's Se Ve El Punto. This is a live weekly Spanish language talk show that discusses current events and issues of local interest right here in Salem. Host Cece Mendoza, who you may recognize as one of our judges, and Charlie Guerrero are on air live Comcast Channel 22 and on YouTube every Friday evening at 6:30 p.m. You can check out some of their past episodes. Oh, is it Saturday? Friday evenings, like I said. You can check out some of their past episodes on their YouTube channel too. Se Ve El Punto is also one of the main contributing sponsors for the banner out front. So if you get your picture taken in front of it, make sure that you thank them for that. Because anyway, let's give them a round of applause for bringing awareness to us. Speaking of local events, I'm going to stay up here because our next category is community events. So this category includes coverage of parades, festivals, award ceremonies, and special events. According to WikiDo, there are 173 things to do in Salem this week, so plenty of opportunities to create a program for next year's film festival. So as an example of a way you can weave a fun and engaging narrative from a community event, we're going to turn to this year's category winner, who used a variety of scenes and sounds to capture the spirit of one local event. And the winner is 59th Annual Scandinavian Festival by Elaine Leahy.
Oh, the Scandinavian Festival, what a great event that is. What fun it is to make that. Gosh, you can't see anybody down here, can you? The lights are in your eyes. It's just such a fun event to film. It's down in Junction City, thank you, every second weekend in August, and it's a free event, and it's just pure entertainment and culture. No noisy carnival, which makes it really nice for doing video. And the people are so nice down there. And next year is the 60th annual Scandinavian Festival. So it was really fun to make that video and bring it to Salem. And thank you. Thank you.
Like this, you split it in half, and then you end up splitting it in a quarter, and each quarter will make a shoe, and then I use a block knife to shape it. once you get it shaped, you bring it over and you put it in the vise, reversing the shoes. And you start with a small spoon and dig a hole in the heel. Once you get that done, you go to a larger spoon and then a larger spoon. And once you have the heel cleaned out, then you drill a hole towards the toe. And once again, you start small and graduate up to the bigger ones. And then you get to a point where you just have to scoop out to shape the foot. For me, on this size, is just a little over an hour from the block of wood to a complete shoe.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are the Junction City Scandinavian Children's Dance Group, and we have 5 different age groups.
It helps get the starch out of the potatoes, and then it makes for better frying.
My wife and her sisters make everyone by hand, right here in Junction City.
All right, next up is Produced by Youth. This category features videos that are produced by individuals 18 years or younger with minimal technical or creative help from adults. This year we saw a variety of narrative submissions produced almost exclusively by Salem teens. The winner of this category has been pursuing his passion for filmmaking since 7th grade, and he is cleaning house tonight. And the winner is Mobbing to Midnight, Dean Holman. I'm gonna make him get out of his seat one more time.
Welcome back. Hi, this is crazy. I want to share this award with my day ones who've helped me through the whole process and who have acted in most all my content. They gave up their last homecoming dance to be here tonight. So I got a lot of respect for you guys. I got a lot of love, and I hope you enjoy what we managed to come up with. Thank you so much.
Bro, this street's closed off. We're at a cemetery.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Right. No, left!
I'm going to hell. Hey, are you okay?
Dude, this is not... Dude, this isn't good. We have to call 911 or something.
No.
Okay.
Are you sure? Listen, guys, I'm real sorry. We were in a big hurry. We were just kind of flying up the street like...
Hey, you are forgiven.
What the hell is happening right now?
Sorry. And you're sure you don't need any help right now?
You just gave us a little scare, that's all.
What were you guys doing out this late?
We're volunteers of the Latter-day Saints. We were just heading home.
Yeah, can you give us a sec? Okay, did I really just get out of a felony?
You're lucky they're missionaries. They're probably masters in forgiveness.
Dude, shut up! This is exactly what I needed right now. We gotta dip ASAP. There's 15 minutes till midnight.
Forget the party. You just took out these men of God like Judas did to Jesus.
Dude, if it wasn't for your directions, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Well, we gotta do something. We gotta take him home, dude.
Yeah, alright. One quick stop first.
Amos? Braxton? Yo. What's up?
Meet again.
Hey, hold up.
Dude, where the f am I right now?
Hang on, let's just see what's up real quick.
Okay, but if one of these Mormons starts a sermon on Countdown, I'm out of here.
Okay, chill. Yo, what's up? Oh, yo, what's up? So, what's up with this party?
Yeah, man, honestly, I don't know. I think that we're just gonna get out or something. Yeah.
Did you go to South?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you looked familiar. I used to go there.
What's up, man? Hey, what's your name again?
Oh, Drew.
Yeah, okay, so do you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior?
All right, this category is experimental/other. Our judges described the winning entry as having a strong message effectively conveyed through a film narrative. We think you'll agree that this video has a strong emotional message and was produced in a way that magnifies the purpose of the video. And the winner is Unaccompanied, Alone in America by Linda Friedman. Oh, she is here. Oh, wait. Is that her? This is not Linda, correct? No. Okay.
Oh, that's Linda.
Okay, well, Linda couldn't be here tonight, but she provided these words for us to say on her behalf. So Linda says, I'm relieved and incredibly grateful to be sharing the story of unaccompanied children, the forgotten ones who have no one to guide them, hold them, or serve them. I'm so honored to share their story now because I know in my heart that this film will find those of you who will rise up, as you always do, to help your fellow humans in their time of need. When one child hurts, we all hurt. And to quote a fellow love warrior, there is no such thing as other people's children. With deep respect and gratitude, Linda.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Immigration Judge William Snoffer, sitting in the Immigration Court in Portland, Oregon. These are removal proceedings in the matter of Lisa Gonzalez. The respondent is present in court, but without an attorney. For the government this morning, Mr. Shore is appearing on behalf of the Office of Chief Counsel. Also present here in court is the Spanish translator. Now, to the respondent, do you speak and understand Spanish?
Sí.
Do you want this hearing conducted in Spanish?
Sí.
Government charges that you're a native and citizen of El Salvador and that you are present in the United States without legal permission or parole. Have you talked to an immigration attorney? Do you have an attorney? Are you a little nervous this morning? See? Do you understand what these proceedings here in court are all about? You know what a lawyer is? No? Do you have a lawyer? No? Sophia, good morning. Are you a little nervous this morning? See? You know what a lawyer is?
No.
No? Do you have a lawyer?
That one was really impactful, and it's kind of, I don't know how to segue to a lighter time. Just a lot of talent here tonight. I'm really impressed by all these films. I do want to kind of press stop again on the awards for a second so we can recognize another great sponsor, Press Play. Thank you. Press Play is a guide to all things arts, culture, and entertainment in Salem. They have been instrumental in spreading the word about the film festival, writing multiple articles, encouraging participation and attendance in our film fest. Please join me in one last round of applause for Press Play. Now we're going to move on to the Narrative Storytelling Short Format Award. The Narrative Storytelling Short Format category features original films under 10 minutes that tell a fictional story or event. Entries included drama, comedy, romance, and suspense. From seasoned filmmaking crews to siblings who worked together to create their first film at the young ages of 5 and 7, this category saw an incredible amount of creativity. Many of these entries took weeks or months to create. The winning submission, however, was written, shot, and edited in less than 48 hours. And the winner is Destiny. Yes. Colin Everett, Dylan Saubauer, and Joseph Miller.
That's awkward.
Congratulations.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Oh, wrong category. I'm sorry. No, we shot this in 48 hours. And we made this like 4 years ago. And to be honest, I submitted it by accident. So I was actually trying to submit a film that I had personally directed. Instead, I don't know how it happened. I really don't. But I submitted this. And it ended up being a film that I starred in. But we made this 4 years ago, and he starred in it alongside me. And thank you to CCTV for throwing this together, because it gave me a chance to... I went to film school in Michigan, both of us did, and being over here on the Northwest, I am excited to network and create with people over here instead of Michigan, because I did that for 5 years, and now I'm over here. So thank you guys, and I got the chance to see this dude. Haven't seen this dude in like 3 years. So would you like to say anything?
Yeah. Thank you everyone for being here tonight, because this film we made like almost like 4 years ago, and I haven't seen Colin in 3 years, and so you allowed us to kind of see each other tonight. I'm from Washington State, but we made this in Michigan, and I'm excited to kind of have a viewing of it tonight. So thank you all for being here. Appreciate it.
Well, I know this guy in Moscow. He's a French-Russian. His name is Fosse. If he takes you on as a student and you can make it, you can go out and be as gay as you want to be.
Wow, Fosse? He's like one of the greatest.
It's your choice. Dance with Fosse or become a dentist.
Anger!
What?
My dad thinks I'm a joke.
Well, do you believe in yourself?
Yeah?
Then that's all that matters.
Fosse's never gonna take me. Look at me.
How long have we been brothers?
Like 6 months.
And in that time, all you've ever wanted to be is a dancer.
Why did I ever agree to do this?
Do you have the passion?
Yeah.
Do you have the fire?
Yeah.
Do you have the heart?
Yeah.
You know what I see when I look at you?
My beautiful eyes.
No. What? No. I see a dancer. Let's get you ready to dance.
All right. Come in.
How do you feel?
Feel great. Feel really great.
The moves are sharp?
Like a razor.
Your mind focused?
Like a laser.
And your passion?
Burns like gonorrhea.
That's disgusting. Anyways, we got the call from Fosse. It's time.
Next! Begin!
Similar to the short narrative category, the long narrative category submissions ran the gamut of drama, comedy, romance, and suspense. This judging category had some steep competition, which makes it all the more impressive that this year's winning selection was the producer/writer/director's first feature-length film. And the winner is Mike by Austin Abbott.
Hi. Thanks for coming to see me specifically tonight. It means a lot to me. Oh, oopsie. Anyway, so I made this movie called Mike. It was based on my friend Mike, so I thought I'd cast my friend Mike to play the main character, Mike. He really fit the role well. It was kind of about how the idea of when you give so much, or you feel there's this connection with someone or something, and you like give it all, and then that connection is completely unmatched. It's very funny, but also tragic, and that's a lot of life, I guess, right, guys? Anyway, thanks to everyone here. I love you all so much, yeah. This is cool. The only other trophy I think I've ever gotten in my life was one time I was in the Hudson Valley in New York, and I was, I think, 9 years old on a motorcycle run with my dad, and I got youngest rider. So I'm excited to put this next to that one. Thank you.
Hello, love. But it's treating you better than around here, right? Hey, how's your boyfriend? You need me to beat him up? Been in Europe? Seems nice. Oh, me? Hey, me. He's a gentleman and a scholar. Me? Oh, I'm so good.
Sir, can you spare a few dollars for me?
I'm sorry.
Sir, I said, can you spare a few dollars for me?
Sorry, man. I don't have any cash on me right now.
Sir, I was recently released from the hospital. I was having surgery on my spine. When I got out, I had poor hearing. And I found out that I got kicked out of my place. And then my mom and my aunt died. So I'm trying to get down to Louisiana for the funeral. And so if you could just spare like $40 so I can purchase the rest of my train tickets.
I'm sorry, man. That's a lot. I really don't have any cash on me right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, there's an ATM down at the corner deli there. Or 2 blocks down, there's a Chase and a Bank of America.
I'm sorry, man. I really wish I could help. I'm actually running late right now. I think this is her, actually.
Oh, a date. Good for you. God is blessing you. Now, if you could take some time to maybe pass on that blessing.
Are you kidding me?
Did I say something wrong?
No. It's just she canceled.
What, the girl from your high school?
Yeah. Wait, what? How did you know that?
You were talking to me about her outside of the bar with some of your friends.
God, I really did tell everyone about that. Jesus.
I'm sorry about that.
All she said is, hey, can't do tonight. I'll hit you up tomorrow. I'm like, not even going to give me a reason? Like, that's where I'm at in her mind?
Yes. Sir, since you are no longer running late, if you could please maybe find it in your heart to take some money out for me.
I mean, sure, yeah, whatever. I don't have anything better to do at this point. Is it that way? All right, they come in.
Well, you don't know what this means to me. Thank you.
No problem.
And I'm a Christian man, so this will be in good hands.
Yeah, like a Christian has never misused any donation. I'm gonna head this way, so Have a nice night.
You know, prayer is a powerful thing, my friend.
Jesus.
A powerful thing.
All right, documentary. The documentary category features programs about an event, person, organization, or issue. Roll with it, of social importance. Submissions in this category included a wide variety of topics, each one capturing our interests through creative filmmaking techniques and captivating interviews. This year's winning submission takes a deep dive into the world of nuclear science. And the winner is Atomic Tours, Jared Brandon Flandy.
Hi, everyone. I'd like to start by saying that overall, the film industry has gone through a tremendous amount of changes as of recent, but these aren't bad changes in my mind. These are phenomenally good changes. They've democratized the industry beyond anything we ever experienced before, and they've allowed festivals like this just to emerge out of nowhere and consequently allow other filmmakers just with their amazing talents to emerge as well. So that obviously has to be a good thing and not a bad thing by any means. So with that said, I would like to thank my editor, John Webb, who was not able to make it here tonight. And I'd like to thank the festival for this as well, and everyone else that made it out here tonight that all enjoy cinema. So thank you very much.
A picture of that. Well, my parents, they didn't support everything I did. I mean, when I got into high voltage electricity and explosives and things like that in my middle school years, my mother was not always right there supporting those activities. My dad took me, I think it was my 13th birthday, he took me up to Richmond, Virginia to meet Richard Hull, who was a great mentor to me in the Tesla coil community. And Richard had built this huge Tesla coil that threw 15-foot sparks in his laboratory. Got to see these giant arcs climb up into the rafters of Richard's laboratory, and embers were raining down. Let's take a look at some of what we can find here. I've been interested in nuclear tourism since my days in Oak Ridge. I was limited in mobility as a child, but now that I'm not limited in mobility, I've gone some pretty interesting places. I've been to Chernobyl 4 times. I'll probably go a 5th time this year. It's November 17th, 2016, and we're on our way westbound in Chernobyl's deaerator corridor, this gold-paneled hallway on the 10-meter elevation. We are going to try to ride the elevator up to plus 20 meters where the central hall is located. And that may not be the best idea, because it is a beater. I've been to the Semipalatinsk nuclear test site in Kazakhstan, which is where the Soviet Union tested their first nuclear weapon and many, many subsequent ones. I've been to the National Nuclear Center in Almaty in Kazakhstan, and they have a very nice Soviet nuclear reactor there and an isotope production facility. I've been to all 3 Manhattan Project sites here in the United States, finally. I've been to the former site of the Chicago pile at the Redgate Woods site in Chicago. That is a fascinating site because of the archaeology that is still there. You can still find pieces of reactor graphite on the ground out in the woods where the Chicago pile was rebuilt. I have been to interesting nuclear sites pretty much throughout the country, large and small, research reactors, nuclear power plants. I've been in 5 or 6 nuclear power plants here in the USA, many, many radiochemistry laboratories and research reactors. We're at the site of a Soviet nuclear explosion on the Balapan test site. Nuclear tourism is a real thing. Nuclear archaeology is a real thing. We're now far enough into the development of this type of technology that there's people are recognizing the historical significance of some of these sites, and we're moving from an idea that these sites are places nobody should ever go to being places that have a story to tell.
Spasiba, spasiba. This is incredible.
No, actually, we're trying to send them less away.
Although the commercial political signs were placed all over the web.
I have never been to Hanford here in Washington, and this was the third big part of the Manhattan Project. This is where plutonium was produced. This was a factory site essentially for production of plutonium on an industrial scale.
Whatever your opinion of the use of the atomic bombs in World War II, I mean, there's no doubt that the atomic bombs and the Manhattan Project were one of the greatest scientific and technical achievements that this country and the world has ever seen. It was an incredibly intensive, impressive effort to make a reality something that the physics was only discovered a short time before the project began.
Third sponsor shout out? Fourth sponsor shout out. We're going to talk about Studio 77 or Studio 77. This is a local video production company that covers local music, arts, culture events. Studio 77 is a parent company for a handful of ongoing ventures, including TV El Punto, that we mentioned as a sponsor earlier. So thanks to Studio 77 for its support of local media initiatives like 45th Parallel Film Fest. Okay, and we've actually made it through all of the categories for this year's film festival, but we still have 2 awards left. This award, Honorable Mention, and Overall Excellence, which will follow. These 2 are unique in that we took a more holistic look at all of the projects submitted, and the winner was not selected based on the category they chose to enter, but on their scores in production value and video content as they relate to community media specifically. So these awards harken back to the origins of this film festival last year, which began, as Kirimi mentioned earlier, as a way to celebrate Community Media Day, which is tomorrow. So we're so proud that both the Honorable Mention and Overall Excellence winners are members of our CCTV community. We want to congratulate them both on films well done and competitive. So with that said, our Honorable Mention for the 2019 45th Parallel Film Fest is Purgatopia by Tom Murphy.
Well, shucks, none of it would be possible. None of it would be possible if it hadn't been for CCTV, which I've been a part of since 2005. So, they definitely train you to absorb what it is to make videos and films, however that plays out, digitally versus analog or whatever. But if it wasn't for public community media being a resource, it would never be possible. So. Props to CCTV, big one, big influence in my life. And this movie took 6 years to make, and I don't know exactly what of the 80 minutes you're about to see, but I'm quite intrigued and very curious myself. If you want to see it in its entirety, it's going to show at F-Stop next Wednesday, the 23rd at 8 p.m. But thank you.
And I think everybody will be real happy wearing a masquerade.
I can see it working in the Super Bowl too.
Send you a couple for free. Yeah.
All
right,
yeah. No,
you got a wife?
I want one. Oh yeah.
You got like another wife? Maybe you got a wife?
Yeah. I'll let her know she needs a mask.
We'll get her some masks.
Sure.
The kids.
Yeah.
I can see the demographic. Yeah.
Oh, they'll make them smile. It'll be pretty. I think we got it. I think we got it.
It's fun. Let's
we
do
got an
this.
agreement, gentlemen. We got it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
Pleasure doing business with the NFL. National Football League. Oh, God, you're sharp. Look at that. You look good. You look good, too.
Thank you.
There it is, right there, gentlemen. Hot damn on the television screen. That's what it said.
Go so Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
John, that better not be you, John.
But Mr. V!
So I want to pause one more time here and appreciate this great theater that we're in today. Salem Cinema is another amazing sponsor of the 45th Parallel Film Fest. They have been wonderful to work with over the last several months, dealing with all of our wacky logistical requests and allowing us to overtake their lobby with red carpets and total chaos. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you, Salem Cinema. Okay, we are coming to a close, folks. We have one last bright, shiny award to give out. This year's Overall Excellence Award goes to an individual whose passion for raising awareness and sharing unique historical information in our community is unmatched. And the winner is Around Oregon, Daryl Japin.
I thought I might win in a category, but not this one. Thank you very much. I have the honor of traveling around the state, and because I found out it's more fun to find out about Oregon history rather than sit in my motel room and see if there's anything interesting on television, I had a chance to match up with CCTV and share those type of things. I have a YouTube channel and I have a Facebook page, and I get some pretty good response from it. So thank you very much. This is greatly appreciated. And it's wonderful to be here with all these wonderful people as far as filmmaking goes. So thank you. More than 40 years after Oregon became a state, Alexander Drake, an investor from Michigan, recognized the area's potential and platted the town of Bend, Oregon. Drake Park is named for him. The 1914 Reed School, named for Bend's first school principal, was part of the school district for 65 years and is now the Deschutes Historical Museum. The Bend Amateur Athletic Club was built in 1918 with a 700-seat theater, bowling alley, library, and swimming pool. An influenza epidemic in 1918 caused it to be used as an emergency hospital. It is now the Boys and Girls Club. The picture and description on a downtown building depicts Dan McLennan, a mill worker who could herd 80 train cars of logs a mile down the Deschutes River, and it recognizes the working class that helped create Bend. Here's another opportunity to find out what's unique in communities around Oregon. The city of Coos Bay was incorporated in 1874 and named Marshfield for the Massachusetts hometown of city founder J.C. Tolman. The name was changed by a vote of residents in 1944. Until trains came to the area in 1916, it was difficult to reach other parts of the state, and commerce focused on the waterfront, including milk delivery by boat. A fire in 1922 destroyed 25 buildings, and the town was rebuilt away from the waterfront. This 1911 building survived the fire. It housed the Sun newspaper, which was edited and published by Jesse Allen Luce for 53 years. Today, the building is a newspaper museum. This 1915 Carnegie Library was built after 9 years of fundraising efforts. The library is now in a larger building a few blocks away. The 1923 National Bank building was one of the first built after the fire, with fire-resistant materials. The 1929 Old City Hall housed city services. It is now home to an antique store and coffee shop. The Works Progress Administration built the post office in 1935. In 1985, it opened as the Coos Art Museum. The city recently added this mural of Steve Prefontaine, who grew up and set his last American track record in Coos Bay. Here's another opportunity to find out what's unique in communities around Oregon. Roseburg was named for Aaron Rose, who came to the area in 1851 and platted the town. The Roseburg Book and Stationery Store in downtown has a number of old photos, including one showing the back of their building as a stagecoach stop. The upstairs at the time was a house of negotiable affection. The back of the building still looks the same. Close by is the 1884 Sheraton Brothers Hardware Store building. It was the first brick building erected after a fire destroyed part of the downtown area. The Masonic Lodge is still operating, with businesses on the ground floor and an elaborate entry to the upstairs meeting area. Roseburg was the southern terminus for the railroad in the Willamette Valley in the 1870s and 1880s. There were 350 people employed by the railroad in Roseburg at one time. The 1912 Railroad Depot is a McMenamins restaurant and displays historic railroad photos.
All right, thank you so much for being here today. We hope you had an edutainformational experience because this is truly our favorite event of the year. There are a few people we'd like to thank, starting with our judges, sponsors, and a private donor for lending their time, experience, and money to make this event a success. Oh yeah, clap for that, sorry.
Second, a round of applause to the staff at CCTV, not us, but the other staff, for their production assistance tonight and for putting up with all the planning and commotion surrounding this event the last few months, with a special thanks to Ashley Gruber, who's still lurking in the shadows, for putting together tonight's graphics. She did all the work that you see on screen that is not the films, and worked a ton behind the scenes for this film festival. We are continually looking for ways to improve and expand this event. So if you're interested in being involved in the planning and orchestration of the film festival next year, or partnering with us in some way, please get in touch. We would love to hear from you.
Speaking of next year's film festival, keep an eye out for a call for entries announcement coming this July for 45th Parallel Film Fest 2020. We really want to thank all the folks who shared their great work with us and participated in the 45th Parallel Film Festival. So finally, let's give a clap or two for everyone who submitted their masterpieces to this festival.
If you want to see more of this year's award-winning videos and finalist videos that were not shown tonight, you can find links to most of them on our website, 45thparallelfilmfest.org. A few of the winners and finalists have live screenings coming up in the next couple of weeks, so we want to give a shout out to a couple of those. You heard that Purgatopia is being shown at f-stop, I believe October 23rd. Off the Beaten Path, one of our finalists, is premiering on Amazon November 15th. And Mike, who you saw a little bit of, will be premiering December 7th in Portland. There will be some more information coming out on Instagram if you follow Austin E. Abbott.
Yeah, thanks for coming.